This is a car I've been wanting to get my hands on for a very, very long time, and we are on perfect roads to drive this thing. This is a base model Porsche Boxster with a manual transmission, and let me tell you, there is no better weekend car than this. Putting this top down, shifting yourself, it is the perfect car. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. 2.9 liter flat six engine, makes about 250-ish horsepower. And I mean, in a car that weighs under 3,000 pounds, you really don't need more than that. I love this color, I love these wheels, and by the way, this one just hit 100,000 miles on it and it still runs flawlessly. Let's go ahead and hop in this thing, go for a drive, and see what we think. Now, this has 255 horsepower and 214 pound-feet of torque. It's easy to think that this thing is going to be slow, but this car just weighs a hair under 3,000 pounds and it moves. Let me show you. Let's go to second. Ready? Yeah. With everyone always talking about 0 to 60 times, and I've had people call a Shelby GT500 that I reviewed slow, I'm ignoring those people. Like, it's not about how fast your car is, it's about how much fun are you having when you take it out. And this one offers like a 9 out of 10, especially because it's naturally aspirated. You get to rev it out. The more you rev it out, the faster it goes. It's lightweight. You can corner it extremely well. It sounds pretty good too. This is a stock exhaust. Now, if you put an aftermarket one on, you're gonna have a lot more fun with that. I made a review of a Porsche Cayman, which is the hardtop version of the Boxster, and that one had a Soul exhaust system on it, which is like a $3,000 exhaust. One of the best sounding cars I've ever heard in my life. So if I bought this, I would definitely put an aftermarket exhaust on it. Oh my gosh, this interior really shines when the sun hits it, as well as this exterior. So real quick, let's backtrack. This car, by the way, actually, sorry, it has 100,000 miles on it. So that makes the value of this one around $20,000 to $25,000, but it still runs so well. The transmission feels phenomenal. The engine sounds and feels great. There is literally nothing wrong with this, even electronically. Everything that I have used works. I had one small issue with the convertible, but it's fixed and it works fine now. So that is insane to me that a 13-year-old car with 100,000 miles, and it has been driven very, very hard, in case you're wondering, still works this well. Yes, it's a Boxster, but it's a Porsche Boxster. When you buy a Porsche, you're getting what you buy. You know, some of you may be like, okay, what about a Miata? I'm sure those of you that are watching this video are not entirely maybe in the market for a Miata. Miata is still a good car. This is just better in every way whatsoever. It's more exotic, it's more reliable, better exterior design, much faster than a Miata as well. It's the perfect combination of everything you could want. Now, this is the base model Boxster. You can step up to the Boxster S, which is gonna make 310 horsepower and 250-ish pound-feet of torque. That one has a 3.4 liter flat six. So this is still sufficiently fast. I would have zero complaints owning this vehicle whatsoever, but if you are somebody that does like to go fast and get a bit more thrill, sure, the Boxster S could be right for you. However, just know that no matter literally what car you get, you're gonna end up getting used to the speed. So that's worth considering. But the fact that this can get up to 70, 80 miles an hour in absolutely no time makes the base model Boxster enough, if you ask me. And also, this is easily the best manual transmission I've ever used in my life. It's built to race. Oh my gosh. It feels so good. I have driven cars that have a manual transmission with far less miles on this, and if this did not have an odometer, I would have never have guessed that this has 100K. Especially when you compare it to American cars. I mean, I would have guessed this maybe has 40,000 miles. The only giveaway is that this interior is starting to fade just a tad. You can see with some spots, but generally speaking, almost the entire interior. The seats are perfect. The door panel is almost perfect. A little bit of wear and tear on the driver's side door panel. Dash is perfect. Infotainment system's perfect. Just the center console has a little bit of wear on it. And the steering wheel, as you can see, it's just a tad bit dirty. I'm sure that could be detailed. But overall, I mean, it has held up extremely well. And what do you guys think about this burgundy interior? I thought it was weird when I saw it in the picture, but now that I'm in it, it does look good. It adds to the classiness that, you know, you're in a Porsche, you get the burgundy interior. I think it makes sense. I've also gotten many compliments with this interior as well for the time that I've had this. And compliments you'll get a a lot of looks, you'll get a lot of compliments. The craziest part about it though is you get all that for the price of like $20,000 to $30,000 depending on the condition that you get yours in and the mileage that you get yours in. This is high mileage, but still phenomenal condition. The owner has kept up with the maintenance on this very well, but it has been driven extremely hard. So, I don't know, I guess that kind of balances out. It's just surprising to see how well this holds up with all that this thing has been through. And it's not even garage kept. And this exterior design is like perfect. There's no paint peeling. There's only some scratches from normal wear and tear, but not 13 years worth of scratches or wear and tear. So this thing has been kept up with very, very nicely. I am so happy to be sitting in this thing right now. Sure, you know, I've driven much faster cars, much more expensive cars, which has been fun, but this is the sweet spot that you need. Manual, convertible, fast enough. You can get into trouble, but you won't get arrested unless you really try. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful car as well. It's hard to actually distinguish the front end between a Boxster or a 911, a 997 911 specifically. That's what's so amazing about the exterior design of this car. This one has a slightly smaller grille setup, and then the headlights are shaped just a tad bit differently. But other than that, it looks pretty similar to a 911 in the front end. The side, you'll be able to tell this is not a 911, and the back end of this, you can tell it's not a 911. And also, you know, you get that spoiler button. Let's go ahead and put the spoiler. It's actually already up. It's kind of a weird looking spoiler if you ask me, but just having that, I mean, Porsche, you get everything you need. I guess you don't get heated and cold seats, but how much could you freaking ask for? This is a 2011, and it has a automatic convertible. It has that spoiler, this beautiful interior that held up well, but most importantly, a manual transmission and an engine that worked flawlessly after 100,000 miles of driving it. That is insane to me. And we're about at some pretty tight corners, so we're gonna throw this thing around and see how it does. I've been working on my rev match downshifting skills. I think I'm getting pretty decent at it. That's, again, I love that it's 2011 because it's just raw. There's no electronics getting in the way of your driving experience. And there's no like sport mode, like comfort, normal. It's just, the car is what it is. And it's supposed to be driven the exact way we're gonna drive it in about 20 seconds here. Back roads, and that's it. Oh my gosh, let me know if you guys think I should look at buying this in the future, and would you? It's definitely for a specific type of person. All right, hold on, let me stop talking. Let's go to third gear real quick, and let's do it up. So nice. Let's go to second. Back to second. That was a perfect rev match downshift. Tight turn right here. Not even any tire squeal. Absolutely amazing. So that is exactly what I mean. Doing that, it is effortless for this car, and it is so much fun to drive it like that. You can get a automatic transmission. By the way, you can get a dual clutch transmission in 2011 in a Boxster. That's your only two options. You can get the 6-speed manual or a 7-speed PDK dual clutch automatic, which is insane to me that you get that option in 2011. But again, yes, the automatic will shift way faster than you ever could, but when you look at a Boxster, you look at it because of the driving experience, and that's why the manual is just 20 times more appealing than to me than the automatic. I really didn't even want to drive the Boxster until I found a manual, and this is the perfect example right here. I hope the wind noise hasn't been too bad for this review. But yeah, guys, this is an incredible car. If you're thinking about getting one, hopefully I just reinforce the idea that you should, because I mean, I give this like a 9 out of 10. In fact, for the price, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. And you could even buy it used without the concern that it's gonna just break on you. That's what's even more amazing about this. Wow. Very, very, very happy I could get in this thing. Again, this has been more fun than some of the other absolutely super high horsepower and expensive cars I've driven. This is incredible. If you're a person of taste, this thing will appeal to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!